Sonny Gray is a Minnesota Twin. Let's talk about him and the prospect that the Twins got in this trade. If you want my full reaction to the full trade and kind of Chase Petty and all those things, check out. I'm going to put a link in the description to that video. We're just talking about Gray and Peguero in this one. So Sonny Gray was a very highly touted prospect, a first-round draft pick. At his age 25 season for Oakland, he finished third in Cy Young Award voting. And then he kind of lost it a little bit the year after that. And then right when he was getting his groove back, he got traded from Oakland to New York. And things started out well there, but it's a tough place to play. Yankee Stadium is a tough place to pitch. AL East, all that, just didn't end up working out for him in New York. He ends up getting traded again to the Reds, and it was sort of a match made in heaven right off the bat. And he spent his last 3 seasons with Cincinnati. Has been a very strong pitcher for them, returned to the All-Star game in 2019, finished 7th in NL Cy Young voting that season. And if you're a Twins fan not real familiar with him, I think it'd be completely fair to compare him to Jose Barrios. These are their numbers the past 3 seasons. They stack up very closely if you look at over that span. Now, if we go to just 2021, you got to tip your cap to Barrios there. He's better. He's also younger, so I'm not trying to elevate Gray up to Barrios's level, but same type of guy. Switching gears here over to Gray's Baseball Savant page, you see a lot of red in these sliders. That is a great sign. This is a guy who does not give up a lot of hard contact and can really spin the baseball. A guy who really knows how to pitch. Anytime we talk about that, we got to start to talk about the when they banned the sticky stuff, when they started to really look at substances pitchers were using for grip. Previous to that, Gray had a 3.65 ERA. He was off to a really great start, and then he gave up 8 earned runs in literally the next start after the sticky stuff ban, and altogether had a 4.72 ERA from then on. I think that's more something to be aware of than concerned about, because it was very abrupt. Pitchers had to suddenly adjust. So hopefully, with the whole offseason, he's sort of figured out another way. Something to keep in mind, he gave up 19 homers. His expected home runs was 15.1, and his expected home run by a ballpark at Target Field was 14. So definitely Cincinnati working against him. They also had a very bad infield defense, which hurt him as well. Sonny Gray's pitch percentage by month. I'm pointing this out because you'll notice in July that new line pops up. That's a cutter. So that's not a pitch he'd thrown in his entire career. So he learned to throw a cutter last year and started mixing that to make him a 6-pitch pitcher. So again, this guy really knows how to pitch and spin the ball. I think part of why the Twins really liked him as a target is his contract is so reasonable. You see just over $22 million left on his contract over the next 2 years if they pick up that option. Just to put that into context, Alex Cobb got a 2-year, $20 million. I would much prefer Gray to him. So very positive, very exciting to get Sonny Gray. Should definitely help the Twins potentially climb out of the basement of the AL Central. However, I think, even with all this positivity, I kind of want to pump the brakes a little bit and say it's fair to point out that Gray would probably be the White Sox 4th starter. So just keep that in mind. And I want to take a look at this guy too, Francis Peguero, who the Twins also got in this deal. Worth taking a look, checking him out. Certainly not going to be a headline grabber or anything like that, but there's a 96-mile-per-hour fastball. He's popping in there, an 86-mile-per-hour breaking ball, and he's got some flair here, showing some style. I like this guy. He faces long odds of ever being a contributor to the Twins, but get a load of this strikeout to walk ratio, 5.52 in 103 innings pitched in the minor leagues. So this is a guy I'm certainly going to have fun watching down on the farm this year. And again, he is more of a throw-in, but certainly got to put on your radar. I'm going to put a link to the breakdown on the actual trade. I encourage you to go check that out. But thanks for checking this out. We'll talk again soon.